Hey guys, it's Amanda, also known as Amateur Aries. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. You guys probably know a little bit about me if you watched my mental episode videos, but I feel like I need to tell you more, especially for those who don't watch them and just watch my makeup videos. So today I'm going to do the 50 questions tag, so you guys can get to know me a little bit better. Let's get started because I've seen some of these videos take a while and I don't want to take that long. First question, what are you wearing? I'm wearing a Puma hat, some elven ears that I got from Think Geek, a Majora's Mask necklace, a gray long sleeve shirt that I don't know what brand it is, a pair of navy blue sweats that I don't know what brand it is, and a pair of Nike shoes. Have you ever been in love? A couple of times actually in my life, maybe 3 times altogether that I say I would be in love with, where I basically made some almost lifelong decisions with those people. I was young for 2 of them, and now I'm in love with my husband now, so yeah. Have you ever had a terrible breakup? Honestly, who hasn't? Break up with anyone you have a crush with or really love with, but it could be terrible for someone. I've had one really terrible breakup, which I'll actually be mentioning in a future video if it's not up before this. How tall are you? Sometimes I'm 4'11" and sometimes I'm 5 foot. And I'm being serious, it's sometimes. Sometimes they'll do my height and it's like 5 foot, and sometimes they're like, you shrunk. You're 4'11" now. So it's depending on the weather. How much do you weigh? I weighed myself last night and I was 122 pounds. How many tattoos do you have? Or any tattoos? No, but I do plan on getting 2, and I'm not going to tell you guys until it happens. Any piercings? Just my ears right here. Nothing else. I don't care for them. I was going to get a lip piercing, but at the time I was going to do it, the people kind of gave me a weird look, and I just felt uncomfortable about it. It's a weird story. What does OTP mean? Let me go look that up. One true pairing. Let's be honest here. I'm one of those type of people where if I like a character in a show, I don't want that character to be with anyone. I watch Supernatural. I don't want Dean to be with anyone. I watch Inuyasha. I don't want Inuyasha to be with anyone. I don't have one. Favorite show of all time, or just something I'm watching now? My all-time favorite anime is Inuyasha. I grew up on it. That's how I first got into anime, is from Inuyasha. So that one will always be my top one because of just that reason. I watch Supernatural all the time. I used to watch Once Upon a Time all the time until the recent season, and American Horror Story. I can watch American Horror Story over and over again, except for the last few seasons, which haven't really cared for. But I can literally watch the first 4 seasons over and over again without a problem, without a blink of an eye. Favorite brands? I don't really look at brands and say that's what I want. I respect every artist and everything that they do, because an artist always has to put passion to the work. So I don't have a favorite brand. I know that sounds very cliche, but that is true. I wear Puma a lot because my dad's a big Puma fanatic, so I get a lot of his stuff that doesn't fit him. That's why it probably looks like I'm a big Puma fan, but it's not. I don't really have a favorite brand. Unless you talk about like video games, then that's different. I like Bethesda and Nintendo because they made Zelda, but you know. Something you miss. I miss open opportunities. Favorite song? Out of all time, my favorite song is This Is War by 30 Seconds to Mars. How old are you? Am I 26 or 27? I think I'm 26. I think. I'm not even kidding, I don't remember. I think I'm 26. Zodiac sign. Aries, obviously, amateur Aries. I'm a big Aries. I'm just like the Aries horoscope in every single way. I'm an Aries. I'm an airhead. Quality you look for in a partner. Security. If I'm with someone, I want to feel secure. I want them. I can't work, so I would like for them to work. I do not make that much money at all off of YouTube to be secure myself. So security is a big thing for me. For personal selfish reasons, I like my partner to be fit. I like fit men, or very nicely fit women. Not like a lot, but like they have a nice shape. But that's selfish reason. I say that selfishly. I'm a shallow person because of that, but I admit that. Favorite quote. Oh, that's another hard one. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I like the quote also. My favorite quote, I guess, from video game world is "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" And that's actually inside of my wedding ring. Inside of here, it's inscribed that. It says, "You've met with a terrible fate, haven't you?" And that's from Majora's Mask, Legend of Zelda. Favorite actor? I don't know. I'm gonna say Robert Downey Jr. because I like a lot of stuff that he's in. Dwayne Johnson's another one. Anything that he's in, I've liked so far. So, those two. Those two people I would love to just meet and say hi, how are you kind of thing. Like, just to meet them and just shake their hand. I don't need an autograph, I just like to shake their hand. Favorite color? I got 4. Red, black, neon green, and silver are my favorite colors. I lean towards neon green more than anything. Loud music or soft, depends the mood. Where do you go when you're sad? Into a fake world named video games. How long does it take for you to shower? If I don't need to scrub down my body very well from like a really heavy workout, usually only takes me about 10 to 15 minutes. I'm very quick in the shower. I'm one of those type of people who likes to challenge myself with time-wise, so whenever I do something, I always like to think I could do it better and faster. So I've always been like that, so I don't take long showers. How long does it take you to get up ready in the morning? If I have to leave, like, to do something and I wake up late, I can go out the door in 5 minutes. Put some clothes on, put a hat on, grab my bag and leave. I am that quick, it kind of scares my mom. She used to always say, I have to wait about 30 minutes for your father, but you, 5 minutes gone. Ever been in a physical fight? Yes, in elementary school, I would almost get into a fight every single day. I was bullied heavily, and my friends were bullied heavily, and I've always been the type to protect my friends, so I would always, not like physically punch them, but I would tackle them and push them away. I got into physical things a lot, and then it happened also in middle school often too. Turn on, like an actual turn on? Blondes. I think blonde girls are super attractive for some reason. I do not know. I just find them really attractive. Turn off. Turn off people who complain about things you can fix in a day. People, just complainers. People who are like, oh, my finger broke. And then they complain about it throughout the, not finger, but like a fingernail broke. And they complain about it throughout the day. I'm like, just whatever. It's just a fingernail. Get over it. There's worse things in life. You can tell me something, say, I've had a really bad day, and then tell me about it. But if I hear about it 5 more times during the day, I'm going to be very angry by the end of the day. Because I don't want to hear your problem 5 more times after the first time you've told me. I hear you, I respect you, I'll help you through it, but if you tell me 5 more times, I'm going to have an issue with you. The reason why I joined YouTube, multiple reasons. I started getting into makeup, and I really liked what I was doing, and I wanted to have an adventure with people while I was doing it and showing them how I do makeup. Another reason is because I really love video games, because I also have 3 more channels. I love video games, and I wanted to play video games and show the world how I play them, with how perfectionist I get like it. I love cryptids and monsters, and I really wanted to add that passion into somewhere where I can educate people about them and everything like that. And crafting. I love to craft, and I like to show people how to do certain craft work. Fears. Legitimate fears, or just like fears in general. I have a phobia of lizards and frogs. When I see a lizard, I tweak out. I freak out. I do not like to be around them. Frogs is the same way. I also have a fear of roller coasters. I do not like roller coasters. I don't ever want to be on one. I hate the gut feeling that I felt in small ones I've been on. I can't scream for some reason. I have a problem with screaming. When I scream, it comes like a squeak or like a wailing of a pig. So it's hard to release that pain. I do not. I fear roller coasters. No. Fears that I've obtained throughout the years because of my schizophrenia is sudden darkness. I do not like when something, all of a sudden all the lights go out and everything goes out. It freaks me out. I panic. And I have a fear of death, uncontrolled death, meaning if, it sounds really bad saying this, but if I don't control the way how I die, like cutting myself, or okay, it's time for me to pass, or like samurai it with the sword and everything, I don't mind that. But if I die from getting hit by a car, I have a fear of that, stuff like that. I have a fear of sudden, uncontrolled ways of dying. And then that sounds weird because you don't control yourself when you die. Unless you commit suicide, you don't. But I do, I have that fear. Last thing that made you cry. Well, that's a depressing one. Any of my borderline episodes, they make me cry because I say some really mean things. And when I say really mean things, Zach takes it personally instead of realizing it's an episode. And then he says really mean things. Last time you said you loved someone. Today when I dropped Zach off at work. Meaning behind your YouTube name. I had a really hard time deciding for my amateur Aries page what to name it. I didn't want to be like Amanda does makeup like everyone else does, or makeup and Amanda, or what makeup by Amanda. I didn't want to do that because everyone does that, and I wanted something more original, but I could not think of an original name. So my friend was like, how about amateur Aries? I don't know how she came up with it. I really don't. But obviously Aries is my horoscope, and I love the Aries sign and everything like that. And I guess she just chose amateur. I guess maybe she didn't like my makeup that much back then. She thought it was amateur. I don't know. But that's why I was like, that actually sounds pretty cool. I'm going to decide on that. So that's why it's amateur Aries. For the other ones, All Night Arcaders for my gaming channel. Actually, I got from one of my close friends. He wanted to make a group gaming thing, and after like a couple years and we didn't do it, I said, hey, can I use this because it sounds like a cool name? He's like, oh yeah, go ahead. So I got that one from him. Between Monsters and Men, I came up with myself, and Crafts with Amateur Aries is like how it's kind of like a non-real original. Last book you read. I'm currently reading 2 books at the moment. Game of Thrones, the first one I'm rereading, and Pet Sematary by Stephen King. So I guess that also does both from last book you read, because I don't remember the last book I actually read, and the book you're currently reading is those 2. Last show you watched, like, today? Dr. Phil. I like watching those type of shows for some reason. Last person you talked to. My camera. No. Zach. I've talked to Zach last. The relationship between you and the person you last texted. Again, I don't know where my phone is. I think it was Cheyenne. She's a really close friend of mine. I literally can admit that I love that woman. I would totally marry her in a second. She's the sweetest person I've ever met, the purest person I've ever met. I met her like 2 years ago at Zach's work. She worked at Walmart also, and I've been in love with her ever since. Doesn't mean I won't marry her, I love her that much. She's a spectacular person. Favorite food? Sushi? Duh. Like, not like regular sushi. I like sashimi. I like the raw stuff. I could eat it all the time. Place you wanted to visit? Oh, there's so many. Japan, Scotland, Ireland, haunted places, going back in the past and seeing them like that. Basically those places. I love to travel. I would love to travel one day in the future. Last place you were? The post office? Do you have a crush? Now? No. Last time you kissed someone? Before I drop Zach off. Last time you were insulted? I sometimes get insulted on YouTube comments. Does that count? So, that was about 4 days ago, maybe? It doesn't bother me. Favorite flavor of sweet? Caramel. Oh, I love caramel. What instruments do you play? I used to play keyboard. I was training myself how to play ocarina, the ocarina instrument. I used to play drums, and I used to play guitar. Never good at any of this stuff, by the way. I took lessons in guitar playing. I used to play a lot of drums. It was never really good, in my opinion. I used to be okay with, not piano, but the keyboard and ocarina. If I was looking at the sheet, it was good. Favorite piece of jewelry? These earrings, actually. These Think Geek earrings, they costed $50 a piece. I thought they were $50 a pair, but they're actually $50 a piece, and I just ended up buying them anyways. It was actually Zach's birthday present to me, but he was using our card, so I kind of say I hate him. It's the last sport you played? Just been years. I'm guessing baseball. I love baseball. I love batting. Last song you sang? Oh, God, it was in the gym yesterday. Probably Unravel by Jonathan Young from Tokyo Ghoul. I think he's done the best one in my opinion of that song. Favorite chat up line? I don't know what that means, but I'm gonna say, hey, how you doing? Have you ever used it? Oh, I guess if it's chat up line, I'm guessing it's a flirt line. I say beautiful a lot to girls. Like, hey, beautiful. I do that a lot with girls. Zach's fine with it. Don't think he's not. If I could have a girlfriend, he thinks he has an extra girlfriend, so it's okay. Last time you hung out with anyone? Does my husband count? Because then last night we played games together. Actually hanging out with someone other than my husband was probably a month and a half ago. Who should answer these questions next? Oh, we're on the last one. I don't have friends really on YouTube. I have one, and I don't know if she'll want to do this, so. Anyone, you do it. You do it and send it to me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope you learned a little something about me. Sorry if I sound kind of like weird. I really don't know how to answer some of these questions, so I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope these answered some of your questions.